Incredible greetings, everyone. Incredible greetings, incredible greetings. How is everyone doing? Hello, hello, hello. As you can see, I'm a little bit behind. End up having, I always hate, it's like I always get a customer service call right when I'm about to go live. So hello, hello, everyone. As you guys can see, we are doing our first live class of 2024 using Silhouette Studio. As you can see from the screen, we're going to do, it's kind of Sesame Street inspired. So a kid street sign, it can be an SVG, or you can fill it in with different colors, patterns, and use it for a wide variety of things. I'm going to demonstrate technically two ways that this can be accomplished. One that's kind of a beginner friendly method, and then the second method is going to be a little bit more intermediate, because it's a few additional steps like modify tools, which can make it a little bit easier to like customize, but it also poses like some challenges depending on how you want to use it. So neither way is incorrect. However, they both have like their advantages and disadvantages. Okay. So we're going to go through how to do this in Silhouette Studio. If you're not familiar with Silhouette Studio, because this is your first time here, hello, welcome. I am Shakeya the Professor. If this is your first time here, please let us know in the comment section and let us know by saying first timer. If you are not a first timer and you are a part of Team Silaholics, hey creative, hey, and welcome back. Let us know you're here as well and just say hello. Let us know where you're watching from, even if you are watching the replay of this video. Silhouette Studio is a free software. You do not need a machine, a Silhouette machine, in order to use the software. You just have to go over to silhouetteamerica.com, create a free account, download and install the basic version of the software. Everything that we're going to do in this video is going to be tools from the basic version. It does not require any type of upgrade like Designer, Designer Plus, or Business Edition. So you can get started with designing today and learning to create your own custom designs just by downloading this software. I am currently using one of the 4.5 versions. Those who have been here for a while, you guys may know I was using 4.3.370 for a while. I updated, like at the end of 2023, I updated to 4.5 because we're gearing up for the new classes at 365 Creative Academy. Essentials to Silhouette Studio enrollees, if you check your dashboard, you have a live session for Friday. But it's going to be ongoing. So we're going to be doing some live sessions for the next 3 months. So be sure to check your guys' dashboards for the Zoom links and for the full schedule, which will be posted soon on your dashboard. All right. But it is time to get started. Well, actually, before we get started, let's just go ahead and say hello to a few folk. Hello, hello. One of your students watching from Texas. Thank you for joining us live. Welcome to you as well. You are a first timer. So can I ask, how did you happen to find us? Is this your first time just to our platform in general or just to a live video? Have you been watching some of our 10 years of content? And incredible new year to you as well. Incredible new year. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Hey, just say hello, hello, hello. Excuse me. All right. Oh, I got to sneeze, but it won't come out. I'm trying to, the reason why I'm leaving it there is because I'm really making a really ugly face because I have to sneeze so bad, so bad. And it's like sitting on the tip. And I'm like, I don't want to take the out, but it's not. It's like, no. All right. So hopefully I don't end up sneezing once I turn off this banner. Hello, everybody. All right. Let's see. We got any more people that came in? So no, I'm not using I'm using 4.5. I don't remember the others. When we go to Silhouette Studio, I can go to about and see, but it's not the current version. If you go to if you go to learn more and then legacies, it's like the first or second one, but I'll look at the number. It's like, I know it's 4.5. I want to say it's like 0.76 something, somewhere in there. Okay. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Thank you so very much for joining us live. Oh, I have a question. So, if you are here from the email, can you put email in the comments? Even if you're watching the replay, let me know if you're here from a notification, just showed up, show notification, timeline, or email. Let me know how do you know that this video was happening. Okay. All right. So let's head on over to Silhouette Studio. All right. Email. Hey. Welcome. Email. Awesome. Okay. So it did get sent out. All right. Cool beans. Notification. Awesome. It showed up on my feed on YouTube from subscribing. So, okay. So it was on your feed. So kind of like a notification or on your feed. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, guys. All right. So, as you can see here, it is not quite as long, but you can make it as long or as short as you want. Try not to infringe on trademarks and copyrights. But it is a it's a Sesame Street inspired kid street sign that we're going to do. I was actually going through some of my old IG content, and I had some water bottles that were set up this way. We're going to go, we'll probably dive into something like this a little bit more in our bachelor's and master's, like creating things like this. I also would like to know, how would you use? I'm not sure if you read the description. As we go through this, tell me what type of projects or crafts that you do, and how would you use an SVG like this? All right. So YouTube notifications. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hello, hello, hello. All right, here we go. So there's two ways that these can be set up. Now, I'm not even going to bother to ask the trick question of, are these the same? Because you already know, the moment I ask that, that means they are not the same. But we can agree they look the same, right? So if we can agree that they look the same on the screen, raise your hand. Or just say yes. That they look to you, they look the same, or just raise your hand. If you can agree with me, raise your hand or just say yes. If you're watching the replay, get involved in the class. Let's pretend like we're in the classroom. Get involved and actually go ahead and write that in the comment section as well. I want to make sure that you guys are attentive and you're here ready to learn. Okay, so we have some yes, 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 yes. Came here from the email. And yes, 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 and yes. All right, cool. These are not technically the same file. This is why, like, when you get files from, like, let's say you download it from Etsy or Creative Fabrica, sometimes you'll see them and you think that they're one way, and then you go to like ungroup and all these different things. Someone will tell you to ungroup it, group it, or make it a compound path, because you have in your mind, like, you're visualizing how you would use it, but once you open it, it's set up a little bit different. All right. I'm going to deconstruct these and show you how they're set up. And then we're going to go over the beginner way and then the more like intermediate way. All right. So I'm going for myself. Let me go ahead and hit B. So I put a marker there because we're about to start this tutorial at 12:35, like 12 minutes. Okay. So here, these two, so if I click on them, right, they're separate. Here, they're technically separate. One of the indicators is if I click on this one, you see how big that box is compared to if I click on this one, it's really short. That's my first indicator that this one, like that shape that I see, that is that exact same box. Like that's the size of it. Like it's cut off. Whereas with this one, it's showing me that there's more to this because the box, the selection box, is bigger than what I actually see on the screen. So that is something that you can pick up on. And it's like, okay, there's more than meets the eye here. Okay. If I click here, it is selecting the entire thing, right? So the box is really big. If I click on the yellow here, it's almost similar to that first box. I click here, it's only on the bottom one. So on the bottom one, which is the beginner friendly one, everything is like a layer. Everything is separated. Whereas with the top one, it is it's like individual pieces. They're not, I mean, everything is separated, but everything's like cut down, or if it's like welded and things of that nature. All right. So beginner, not using anything such as like welding or subtracting, no cropping, no make compound path, none of that. As a beginner and you're getting to learn like the tools and functions, we're going to use the shape tool and we're going to use offset and of course color. So just those three things is like all you would have to really focus on to be able to create something like this. You're going to start off with, and I'm going to move my head out of the way. We're going to start off with the rectangle tool, or rounded rectangle in this case, and we're just going to make a box. You can make this whatever size it is that you want it to be. If you grab on the red dots and pull them, you can round that off a little bit more. Again, there's no exact way that this should be set up. It is 100% personal preference, okay? So we have our rounded rectangle. Okay, and then now I'm going to add a little bit of color. So we're going to come to the color palette. I'm just going to make this green. And I'm going to come to the offset, place an offset around it. Don't get caught up on the number. I know some people will probably put in the comment section, you're itching to put, what does that say? How much of an offset did she put on there? How much of an offset did you use? It doesn't matter. You adjust that distance based off of your preference. Depending on how big or small your original image is, that, like if I tell you that distance, yours might look thicker or it might look smaller depending on your original. You're going to adjust that to your preference, okay? And then I'm just going to hit apply and we're going to add some color to that. So we're going to add the yellow. Then I'm going to come back to my drawing tool. This time I'm going to come to the ellipse tool and I'm going to make a box. I mean, not a box, a circle. And I'm going to select everything that's here. We're going to go ahead and center it. And I'm going to use the center mark here to let me know where to put that. Sorry, y'all, I was zoomed so far out. So let me know kind of like, you know, again, there's no right or wrong with this part. I'm going to fill that in with green. I'm going to do the offset. The joy of 4.5 is it will maintain the last offset that you used. So everything will match up, especially if you're doing it like one right after the other. And we're going to make that yellow. I'm going to select them both. So just drag and select them both, right click and send it to the back. And select everything and turn off the line color. This is done. If you were adding text to this, 1, 2, 3, if you were adding a name to this, you would be able to add it. If you did not quite like how the circle looked, you can adjust it, you know, however you see fit, okay? And as you move it around, it all technically kind of like looks the same. This is perfect for beginners. If you guys try this, be sure to come back and let me know, or post a picture in our Facebook group. You can also email us your homework and let me know how this worked out for you, how easy it was, or easy or not easy it was for you, or if you have any questions. So this is technically done, right? Like I said, we can group this together, or, you know, for the rounded rectangle, you can convert it to path just so that it doesn't move anymore. And we're just going to group it together. You are able to now customize this. Now, as far as the technically like the more advanced or intermediate one, we're going to technically start the same way. We're going to start with the rounded rectangle. I'm going to round that off. I'm going to fill it with color. Only difference is I'm not going to put an offset on this. Well, actually, you know what? Yes, I am. But I'll do it next, like the next part. I'm going to do an ellipse. We're going to put that here. I'm going to fill that in with some color. Then, well, let's just go ahead and just make sure we're perfectly lined up. I'm going to click back on my rounded rectangle. You can convert to path here so that, you know, the curves just don't move anymore. And I'm going to go to my offset, go to offset. It's like I said, it's going to be set from before. I'm going to hit apply. Just for the sake of this, I'm going to put a different color because I don't want you to think that this is the outline. I'm just going to put orange here, and I'm going to bring this to the front because I need for it to be in front of the ellipse or the circle. Does anyone know why it has to be to the front? So then we're going to hold down Shift, click, and it's not just because the professor said so. We're going to go over back to modify. We'll go to modify. We haven't gone there yet. We're going to go to modify. And we're going to go subtract. That left a gap there. Now we're going to select both, go over to offset, place an offset around it, hit apply, and fill that in with yellow. And then we're going to remove our line color. So, I mean, these, of course, look a little bit different because I did not do them from the exact same one. But the difference in this is, let's say I want to edit this. I can just click on one element. This is just one element, and I can change the color on it. I can click here, and I can either change the color on it or select them together and change the color on those. Right? Here, I have to change each individual part. So we're going to ungroup. I would have to click here to change it. To change the other one, I have to hold down Shift and click, and then, change them together. I can click here, change it, change it. I can never group the outline of the circle and the outline of the rounded rectangle. If I group it, even if I send that to the back, I'm not going to have my cutoff part. So you cannot group those together. You have to do them individually. So if this is like exactly how you want it, this works, right? It's easy. It can be a little bit easier to adjust this and make changes to it. But with this one, let's say you did all of that and it's like, I don't quite like it. Remember I said you can adjust or make it taller, or you still have the ability to adjust this. But you will have to redo your offset, because as you changed it, it made the offset look a little bit different. So that's why I'm saying, like, they're neither is wrong or right. It's just about your personal preference as far as like where you are. Like if you're not familiar with taking stuff to the back, bringing it to the front, subtract, and all these additional tools, you can do it the first way and still have the same result. If you wanted to edit and make changes, if you did not make a duplicate, like I teach my students, you would have to basically start over when it comes to the first one to be able to like adjust it and edit it. Whereas this one, you can adjust and edit it, but then you would have to redo your offset. So there are pros and cons, or advantages and disadvantages to both ways of creating an SVG like this, or a file like this. When you subtract, what is on top will disappear. So let's reverse that, right? So I guess, yeah, it will disappear. I guess, so technically whatever is underneath the part that's like the element that you're going to, or shape that you're going to subtract from another element, that needs to be on top so that it's removed from the one underneath. But yeah, basically, kind of, I guess, depending on how you look at it and how you say it, it would be that way. But yes, it's because it's going to subtract, it's going to remove everything that's on top, and it's going to delete everything that's in that area, like anything that's underneath the top one. There we go. Anything that's underneath that top element will basically go away. Thank you, Jackie. Will the approaches impact how the combined shape cuts? Amazing question, Terry. Yes, it will. Awesome question. So I'm just going to bring these two over here. I'm going to shrink them down. If you have this set to, so in the send, right? You're going to see that here, gotta zoom in some, it's only the top portion. So this will technically cut out everything. Like if I just had it on cut, it will cut out the half circle and the bottom one. So the yellow would just be an outline, like the same way you see here, just without the green there. So it'll still cut each piece. Here, it's going to cut a full circle out of the yellow offset and the green, basically twice. So there's a lot of different cuts going on here. However, if they are both set to cut edge, then there is no difference. See, they look exact. They're going to cut exactly the same. It's only if it was set to just cut. All right. Any other questions? All right, so I see quite a few more of you guys are on. Drop a hey, how you doing as you guys come in. Also, if you could let me know how you made your way to this video. Was it due to a notification? Did I just show up on your timeline? Or did you come here via an email? So let me know how you joined this live video. Well, for those of you who are watching from YouTube, was it via an email, notification, or I just happened to pop up on your timeline? Okay, email, notification, email. Do you guys like that option to be able to receive the email so that you don't miss anything, because YouTube and Facebook likes to play around with your notifications? Is there anyone that got the email and the notification? Is there anyone that got the email and the notification? So email, you got a notification, YouTube notification, you like receiving the email. You like that someone else said they like the email. All right. For vinyl cut, it seems like the intermediate design would be better. For print and cut, outline, no difference. Yeah, technically yes. If you were cutting it from vinyl, yeah, that would be factual. YouTube notifications. You don't go to your emails that much. Nice, good to know. You like the emails. You got both. So I wanted to see, because some people always say, I don't ever get notifications. So I wanted to see if there's anyone that got both of them. Awesome. You received both. All right, cool beans. All right, y'all. If there are no other questions, we are going to wrap this up. I thank you guys so very much for joining us. I'm going to try this year. We're going to see how it goes with the first quarter. And whenever I do a video, you see where it says episode 1. That way you have a reference point to come back to. If you are enrolled in the Essentials of Silhouette Studio 30-day training, also new for this year, we are incorporating some new live Zoom sessions. They're going to be more like refresher kind of study hall type sessions. But I know a lot of you guys have enrolled in that well past when we did the original 30 days. You've asked, when will we do this again? While I have no plans to do that full 30 days again, we can definitely review and go over in the same, live class manner. When we get to things like tracing, we will do kind of the I do, you do. I do, we do, you do. We're just going to kind of go over everything that's in the 30-day. So you're still going to need to watch that, because that's going to be the meat and potatoes, but we are going to review it in shorter sessions. be sure to check your dashboard if you're already enrolled. If you're not already enrolled, head on over to shop.hsink365.com. And you're just going to scroll down, or you can go to classes and playbacks, and you're looking for the Essentials to Silhouette Studio, Learn Silhouette Studio in 30 days. It may not take you a full 30 days. You don't have to rush through the 30 days. You can take as much time as you need because those sessions are already recorded for you. They were recorded in front of a live Zoom audience, so they're already done for you, and you can watch them in any order. But we will have the live Zoom sessions, each week where we're going to review certain parts of those 30 days. All right. Oh, I thought that was my my one-on-one student that's coming here. So I was like, okay, I got to wrap it up. But be sure to check that out. We do have a Sezzle option. I'm telling you guys, it is well worth it. If you stick to it, if you are committed to learning how the program works, it's going to make your life so much easier. And it's going to make it where you can get a return on that investment a whole lot quicker instead of doing it yourself. Have someone who is a professional guide you in learning this software so that you can create amazing designs, and you're going to be able to wow your customers and make your money back. Like especially within that first quarter, you can learn a lot. One of the next biggest season for a lot of crafters or creatives is going to be graduation and like Mother's and Father's Day. Get that training in now. We're also going to have our bachelor's and master's program that's going to, you're going to see information on that. You're going to get some emails. So make sure that you're checking your emails on that, because that's going to focus on actually learning to design. Essentials to Silhouette Studio teaches you the tools and functions, like their basic uses, where they are, what happens, I said with subtract. If that was to the back, what would have happened to that? If it was to the front. So you'll learn all of those things. And then in the bachelor's and master's, we're focusing on actual designs. So be sure to be on the lookout for that. All right. Oh, thank you for reminding me. So I'll go back to this real quick. I'm going to go help about. This one is, I thought so, 4.5.760. Now, just remember, just because it's working on mine, it may or may not work for you. You want to find the best version for your system, depending on your hard drive, your graphics card, your memory. All of those things will affect how that program works. If you have a Mac, I have a Windows PC. With a Mac, the new version does not work with the update for, the recent update for a Mac. So if you're watching this and you updated in December 2023, because this is being recorded or being broadcasted live January 2024, if you have that new update of Mac, it's not compatible with the new version of Silhouette Studio. You have to go to an older version. So just because I'm using this one, it may not be ideal for you. How do you sign up for emails? Another absolutely amazing question. You're going to head on over to our website, and I'm going to, see, it may not show up for me because I've done it before, but there's normally a little pop-up, or you'll see a little, a flyout at the bottom that's going to say get class updates when you're looking at it from your side. But because I'm already technically on the list, I don't see it. Let me remove this. But somewhere in here, or it'll be a little pop-up. You can also sign up right here and just subscribe to it, and we will still send the email. So one is our general, and then if you want class updates, there's another one that pops up. All you have to do is go to your dashboard. The link is there. You can register now. You don't have to do anything. Just go to Essentials to Silhouette Studio on your dashboard. If you haven't visited, you haven't checked out any of those videos, you haven't been back or downloaded the worksheets, did any of the downloads, this is your cue to head on over to your dashboard on 365 Creative Academy and review the classes that you have signed up for. Especially if you got classes when it was like 50% off, this is the perfect time to go there and check out what's there. Go to your dashboard for each one. Make sure that you guys are clicking to join the exclusive Facebook group. You don't want to miss out. And there's going to be a new community for Essentials right on the Academy page, okay? And then we have to sign up again. No, so you don't have to sign up for it. If you are already enrolled in Essentials to Silhouette Studio, you can join me live on Friday. It is for anyone that is enrolled, old or new. Old or new. It's going to be on your dashboard. Go to 365 Creative Academy, log in, go to your dashboard, look for Essentials Silhouette Studio, learn Silhouette Studio in 30 days, click on that, and you're going to see 2024 live Zoom access. And you're going to click on that. So the only thing that's up there right now is the one for Friday. You're going to click on that. You're going to register it. That way you get an email. And it will remind you. So if you set up a reminder, like if you go, you register, you'll get a reminder email. You can put that on your calendar. There's an option to add it to your calendar. That way your phone or your calendar will let you know, hey, it's time for class. I encourage you guys to always, if it's a class that's coming up, make sure that you go and you pre-register. That way you can put it on your calendar and you don't forget. You receive both. Okay, awesome. All right, my student is here, so I'm going to wrap this up. I'm personally using Business Edition 4.5.760, but as I explained, you can go back and watch that part. I gave a breakdown of like the versions, and make sure you're doing what works for you. Okay. All righty. Thank you guys so very much. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.